At American Back Centers, you've got nothing to lose but the pain.
The following program, BackTalk, is sponsored by American Back Center.
At American Back Centers, you've got nothing to lose but the pain.
Welcome to BackTalk with Dr. Peter Pedduzi, located at 103 Bradford Road, Building 2, Suite 100 in Wexford. Now, with BackTalk, here is Dr. Peter Pedduzi.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Peter Pedduzi with another episode of BackTalk. As I like to start off each and every week, I'd like to say hello to all our loyal listeners. Of course, thank you for listening each and every week. And a special hello to anyone who's new to this radio show. This, again, is BackTalk. With myself, Dr. Peter Pedduzi, we're on every Wednesday morning on KHB 620 AM from 9 to 10 in the morning. Of course, if you are new to the show, typically in the first half hour, we talk about the very unique and wide variety of treatment options we offer on all under one roof right here at the American Back Centers. Of course, as I always give you a brief history, American Back Centers, almost 50 years now, 49 years, American Back Centers has been in existence here in the Wexford area. We used to be just down the street, which is now an Ace Hardware store, big building. He was in the American Back Centers, and Dr. Miskovich, who started the American Back Centers. We rented out some other space to other businesses, and then we moved down the street. We're across from formerly Atria's, now Ditka's restaurant, right here in the Stonewood Commons office complex, Building 2, Suite 100, right here, just down the street from our original location over 49 years ago. In the last 20 years, roughly 1994, when that groundbreaking research by Doctors Ramos and Martin that I talk about every week on this show because it's so important, it's what differentiates VaxD from these other so-called disc treatment, decompression, traction devices that you hear out there advertised on TV, radio all the time. Two neurosurgeons, Ramos and Martin, did this groundbreaking research on VaxD. And it's very important to note this because a lot of other people quote VaxD's research as their own and claim to be the same as VaxD when this research was done 20 years ago before these so-called traction disc treatments were even thought of, and it was only done, of course, on VaxD. The surgeons saw with pressure sensors in real-life subjects that pressure could, for the first time and so to date, the only medical device that could produce negative pressures enough to pull fluid and nutrients, oxygen, back into a compressed, degenerative, desiccated disc, which is really the true source of the problem in most cases with these bulging, herniated, extruded discs, degenerative disc disease, leading to sciatica, stenosis, foot drop, weakness, pain that you may be experiencing, even failed back surgery, which we talk about the lack of success with those surgical procedures. So we see this negative pressure, this vacuum that's formed, unlike traction, unlike these disc treatments. It was done way back in 1994, published in the Journal of Neurosurgery, and that's what Dr. Miskovich saw. He saw this. He purchased two tables. Back then, the tables were upwards of $125,000 a piece, a very expensive medical machinery. They've perfected their protocols. They've gotten better. We still have two tables right here at our office, and we continue to help people for the last 20 years. Thousands of patients have come through our door with these difficult disc-related issues. So we typically talk about VaxD, some of the great testimonials, some of the latest, newest research, and how VaxD and how our office continues to perfect what we do in our specific protocols. Nobody really does it like we do it. We've been doing it for over 20 years. There are a couple other offices in the country that institute this type of care, and they've been doing it for as long as us. But one of the first facilities in the country instituting this type of care, and we got the best care. The only FDA-approved, safe, clinically proven, non-surgical disc treatment out there, used by medical doctors, orthopedic surgeons in private practice. There's a few hospitals that have VaxD, physical therapists and chiropractic doctors, all accepting and seeing this as the best, most proven, most researched, the safest non-invasive, non-surgical treatment option that really does work. In the second half hour, we typically talk about a nutrition or fitness-related topic. We've been talking a lot of nutrition the last couple weeks, if not months, so we'll probably try to pick out something fitness-related next week. But this week, we're going to give you a little excerpt from our monthly pain relief update. We obviously don't have time to do it the whole thing. It's roughly about 10 pages. It comes out once a month. Some of the greatest minds in the country contribute to this. The Chief Wellness Director of the Cleveland Clinic, many other doctors, Dr. McCullough, many other doctors that have been on Dr. Oz and different other very reputable shows contribute to this article, and it comes out once a month. And you can get it free of charge by signing up for the Daily Health Update newsletter. That's sent your email free of charge with daily health tips and an inspirational quote for the day, sent out each and every day. Just go to our website and look for the Daily Health Update newsletter sign up. Sign up for it, and we'll get you started with that. And you automatically get signed up for the monthly In Good Hands newsletter that's sent out once a month. So we're going to give you a little sneak peek of that, just a small portion of that. If we have time, we're going to go back a few years. This was an article we talked about, and I think it's still very important. And it goes on to state how to recognize nutritional deficiencies. And 5 signs your body may be nutrient deficient. Some easy things to look at, some things you can do to help with those nutritional deficiencies. We'll be touching on that in the second half of the show today, so definitely stay tuned for that. Also, if you like a copy, I should say, of these articles, you can go to our Facebook page, and we usually put most of the articles on the page that we talk about on the show. American Back Centers Pittsburgh. Take a look at our Facebook page. If you have a second, like us. It only takes a second to click the like button. If you want to friend us, you can do that as well. You can be our friend on Facebook. And you can print it off right off the Facebook page, American Back Centers Pittsburgh again. If you don't have a computer, and I ask you only if you don't have a computer or printer, and again, we're more than happy to send things out, but just to save on postage and such, and so we're not sending out hundreds and hundreds of articles. If you don't have a computer or printer, you don't have the internet, we'll be more than happy to send out anything we talk about on BackTalk. Just call us, give us your name, address, and we'll send it out to you, of course, free of charge. All right. So, of course, if you are new to the show, at the American Back Centers, we are not your typical chiropractic office since 1994. As I mentioned, the American Back Centers has specialized in the treatment of very difficult cases, including herniated disc, bulging disc, failed back, and neck surgery. We'll talk about the neck surgical procedure we have here, helping people avoid neck surgery, and people have already had neck surgery. We've helped many people with these protocols and treatments that are unique to our office. Sciatica, stenosis, degenerative disc disease, other serious health issues that other doctors have not been able to help. And I want to even go further because I'm actually taking a certified course, postgraduate course in functional medicine to be a functional medicine practitioner. In addition to everything else I do here, we're hoping to help even more people. And if you know anything about functional medicine, it's looking at the true cause of the problem. A lot of we would end up sending a lot of people for blood work. Looking at that blood work, there's a lot of blood tests that people are not even aware of that are out there. Even medical doctors that aren't prescribing the right blood work, they're not looking for the right things. And then based on that, we would modify their diet and give them nutritional supplementation to correct the problem instead of giving it a drug. And functional medicine is really becoming popular, and I'm very excited. It's a long course, postgraduate course. I should have it done in about a year and a half, and I'm very excited to add that to the program, our arsenal of helping people get well and helping them avoid surgery with VAX-D and the cervical decompression treatment we offer here, as well as total body health. And again, we help some of the most difficult problems, and hoping to help even more when I complete the functional medicine program as well, postgraduate course, which we can help many more people on non-musculoskeletal issues as well, and very excited about that. So VAX-D, back-to-VAX-D, is a truly revolutionary treatment that has a proven track record, a very time-tested treatment, safe, cost-effective treatment. As I mentioned, over 300 facilities worldwide now use it. There's a few hospitals, medical clinics, orthopedic surgeons in private practice, chiropractic physicians, physical therapists using this wonderful treatment called VAX-D. This, of course, is VAX-D, or vertebral axial decompression. So as I always ask you, if you're out there listening, you yourself or you know someone suffering from these type of problems, acute or chronic low back pain, neck pain, which is unresponsive to your current treatment, you're frustrated. You want to avoid further surgery. You've already had a surgery, you're contemplating surgery. At least get a second opinion first before you blindly undergo the knife, whether it's neck surgery or back surgery, any type of spinal surgery. You're undergoing over-the-counter pain meds, prescription pain meds. Your PCP sends you to a pain clinic. The pain clinic wants to give you epidurals, pain shots. All these things are symptomatic relief. We all know that. We're going to be discussing some of this later on in the show today. You've already had a back surgery, a neck surgery, second, third, or fourth one, and your condition is not getting any better. Just very much like Tiger Woods. We talked about 4 failed back surgeries. Now the poor guy used to be a great golfer. Now he's addicted to opiates. It's very sad, and we see this all over the country now, opiate addiction. A lot of it has to do with these failed surgical procedures. And what happens when you take opiates? Let alone the addiction, but you're actually destroying the body from the inside out. Steroids are the same way with the pain shots at the pain clinics. Long-term use of steroids has been proven to weaken the bones and cause problems in the body. So if your symptoms are radiating into your hip, your buttocks, your groin, down your leg, numbness and tingling, weakness, foot drop, you may be a candidate for the VAX-D. Again, the VAX-D is the only FDA-approved, safe, clinically proven, non-surgical, non-invasive disc treatment that truly has the research to back what it says. A lot of people that make that claim, the statement I just said, but again, VAX-D is FDA-approved. It's been around for a long time. They continue to perfect the table and make it better and better. And it's a computerized treatment that's very sophisticated, and it works. It's backed by clinical research, and it's used by all specialties and accepted by all specialties because, again, it's backed by research, and the proof is in the pudding. The treatment has been around for 20 years and will be around for another 20-plus years because, again, it works. These conditions include discs that are herniated, degenerated, posterior facet syndrome, degenerative joint disease, arthritis of the spine, sciatica, stenosis, degenerative disc disease, numbness and tingling, and, of course, in many cases, failed back surgery cases, people with multiple failed back surgeries. Stats showing 92% success rate at VAX-D starts within 30 days of your disc problem. And we are doctors, over 300 facilities worldwide, doctors dedicated to bringing you long-term relief and avoiding the need for surgery now as well as into the future. Our office, our toll-free number is 1-888-222-8293, so don't wait until your condition worsens. Call us today. Again, toll-free 1-888, not 1-800, 1-888-38-32-222-8293. Again, 1-888-222-8293 or 724-935-3300, 724-935-3300. Also, our fax number, I always mention this because we have a lot of people coming from a great distance to come see us, hours away, out of state. We have people from all over the tri-state area. We have people from all over the country. But, yes, we have tons of people from New York, Ohio, West Virginia, Eastern Central PA that travel for this treatment. And we've had professional athletes. We've talked about 2-3 years ago. We had Forrest Whitaker here. He didn't come to see me. He came because of the VAX-D. He started down in Georgia. He saw the success he was having. He was filming a movie up here, and he wanted to finish it. He did, and he did well, despite the fact that the movie was a physically demanding movie. So our fax number, if you'd like to fax over reports, these are the reports that come with the X-ray, MRI, CT, typewritten reports. We can take a look at those. 724-935-3321, 724-935-3321 is the fax number. We encourage you to fax those over. If you've scheduled a consult, we can take a look at that so it's ready for you when you're here for your consult. Or if you just want us to take a look and see, especially if you're coming from a great distance, we can take a look. Just make sure you put your name. Your name should be on there, I should say, but at least your phone number so we have a way of contacting you to discuss it over the phone. 724-935-3321 is the fax number. Again, our phone number is 724-935-3300 or toll-free 1-888-222-8293. You can also request an appointment on the website. Our web address is www.americanback, B as in boy, A-C-K, centers, with an S, plural, .com. So www.americanbackcenters.com. You can request an appointment on the website. You can learn more about our office and what we do. You can also, as I mentioned, subscribe to our daily health update newsletter. You automatically get signed up for that monthly In Good Hands newsletter free of charge. You can visit our blog, which has a wealth of health information on there as well. A lot of great things we continue to update on there, really describing our treatments, which we'll discuss more here in a few moments, but specifically the VaxD. What is VaxD therapy? How does VaxD work? What to expect with VaxD? Is VaxD right for me? It's all on the website, as well as other great information, including some other information on VaxD before and after surgery. People, yes, after a failed back surgery can still get VaxD. VaxD versus these other spinal therapies. VaxD versus surgery. Some great articles on our website, so I definitely encourage you, if you have questions about VaxD, you can always call us. Here at the office, you can email me directly at drpedduzi@AmericanBackCenters.com. And we're here on BackTalk, so we have open phone lines. You can always call in and ask us a question, 412-825-6262, 412-825-6262. All right, in addition to the VaxD, of course, the VaxD is a medical procedure, the only FDA-approved, safe, clinically proven, non-surgical disc treatment out there. We also offer cervical disc treatment options if you have a bulging, herniated disc, degenerated disc in the neck region, or you've already had failed neck surgery, or you're contemplating neck surgery and you want to get a second opinion. Please come see us first. We've helped so many people avoid the knife, and so many people are happy they came to us first before they blindly went under the knife. You have all those possible permanent complications that can result in the simple lack of success that you have with these spinal surgeries. We also offer therapy and rehab, state-of-the-art facilities, individualized programs, ergonomic and postural instruction, all under one roof here. Individualized programs, hip, knee, ankle, back. VaxD has specific rehab programs. Wrist, hand, finger, foot, ankle, and knee problems. Examples including tendonitis, rotator cuff, carpal tunnel, frozen shoulder. As I mentioned, we're getting scripts from people's PCPs for therapy. We do it right here, and we can do it right here at the American Back Centers. Because we offer the therapy, we offer the chiropractic, the specialized disc treatments, nutrition, massage therapy, all under one roof. We have a great massage therapist instituting deep tissue massage, myofascial trigger point therapy, acupressure reflexology, comprehensive nutritional consultations offered here at the American Back Centers, custom-made orthotics. We have a updated 3D scanner that does a 3D scan of your foot, assessing for foot dysfunction, and gives you a true, comprehensive, individual scan. That scan goes to the company that makes the custom-made orthotic. Usually takes about 5 to 7 business days, and it comes back. Patients love these because they are truly custom. Acupressure treatment, available for general systemic issues. Example, we see a lot of people this time of year having allergies and sinus issues. We have a great sinus protocol which promotes drainage through acupressure. In-house x-rays, we do the x-rays right here in the office. Nerve conduction, ultrasound testing, we have an outside facility come in and do that for us if we need that. And we have a very convenient MRI CT facility right across the street from our office, North Pittsburgh Imaging. So if you need that, we can write you a prescription, and you literally just go right across the street. So it's very, very convenient, especially for our out-of-town patients. Finally, I'm also a certified personal trainer, so I can help you get back in the gym. And as I always say, do things right, because so many people go back in the gym with good intentions, but end up just causing more harm than good. As always, I talk about our protocol is unique here at the American Back Centers with VaxD. Our success rate is over 92%. So if you're accepted, we don't accept everyone, of course. By far, we don't accept everyone. Your success rate is over 92%. The national average is 75% with VaxD centers. We have the experience. We've been doing it for over 20 years, so our success rate is higher, over 92% if you're accepted for care. Nothing comes close to that, and that's backed by research. We're not just saying that. That's many, many years, over 20 years of experience treating these type of cases. That's how you get that higher success rate. Our protocol is physician-directed. Our protocol engages other modalities as needed on a case-by-case basis. We have over 20 years of experience, one of the most experienced facilities in the country instituting this type of care. And we screen out and decline candidates whose medical records and evaluation indicate we are unlikely to help them. So if we can't help you, of course, we will send you out to the appropriate specialist. So, very important. I alluded to this earlier in the show, and the quote is, why would you buy a Hyundai based on a Volvo safety rating? And, of course, you wouldn't. So when someone quotes you VAC-C research and then shows you a different device or table, and in many cases they don't even show you the table, they try to, I hate to say this, but they make up names for procedures and don't really tell you what the actual procedure is, and we talked about how there's been lawsuits and different companies going out of business under different names, popping up again. Do not expect the same results. Due to the unprecedented success of VAC-C with low back pain, there's many copycat devices quoting VAC-C research. Beware of other traditional traction tables that advertise as decompression, or they call themselves other things. VAC-C is a patented technology that is cleared by the FDA. It has published results and a proven decompression of the disc. Ask any doctor to see the research. Every week I see patients who have tried other so-called decompression devices. Be careful what they are selling you, and that's so important. And under this article is the list of many, many research publications, including that Ramos and Martin study, groundbreaking study. It was done back in 1994, published in the Journal of Neurosurgery, showing that VAC-C continues and has always done research on their procedures. So if you'd like to schedule a free consultation at no cost or obligation, of course, you can call our office toll-free 1-888-222-8293 or 724-935-3300. We sit down with you and spend time with you. We encourage you to bring somebody in with you if you can when you're coming in for your consultation, whether it's a spouse, family member, neighbor. Of course, it's very helpful to have somebody drive you out here if you can. When you're in pain, not essential, but it's very helpful. So bring somebody with you if you can, answering all your questions in detail. We spend time with you. Do a detailed history, physical exam, neurological exam, looking at the x-rays, looking at the MRI, CT, whatever you bring in. We encourage you, bring those things in with you so we have a better idea what's going on. And then we'll decide if you're a candidate. If you're a candidate, there's an over 92% success rate with VAC-C therapy. We also offer a free video. This is when Channel 11 WPXI did a medical breakthroughs report on our office. They were so impressed by how many people we've been helping, and they put it on Channel 11 News. It's a great way for you to be introduced to VAC-C. So just call us. If you still have a DVD player, I say if you still, they're starting to get older now, but DVD players. But if you have one, you can definitely call us, get the DVD, pop it in. It's only a 10-minute DVD. You'll be very impressed about what you see on this DVD. So there's some great patient testimonials on there as well that you can take a look at. Also, we have the research papers that we always talk about that we can send out to you. We have the blue workers' comp book, yellow auto accident booklets. Again, workers' comp book is a book showing you your rights as an injured worker. Many people are taken advantage of by the workers' comp system, by the insurance and or the employer. They're told a lot of falsehoods, and you hear it every day. Patients just blatantly lied to about what they can and cannot do, and the unfortunate part is they have no idea that they're being lied to. And it's very unfortunate. They're taken advantage of. They're told that they have to go back to work when they don't have to. They're told they can't see this doctor, they can't do this and that. And it's very unfortunate. So it's imperative, if you know someone that's been hurt at work under workers' comp, or you yourself, get this booklet. It's free. It's done by an attorney out in Philadelphia, so they're never going to be calling you and soliciting you for business, but they're nice enough to keep giving us more books when we run out. And we run out very quickly because these are very, very popular. So call us today and get the free blue workers' comp book or the yellow auto accident personal injury. We have great treatment options for whiplash, auto accident cases, all under one roof, the chiropractic, the massage, the specialized disc treatments. If you develop those type of problems, cervical radiculopathy issues with whiplash, respond very exceptionally to our specialized treatments, massage, nutrition, all under one roof. Of course, we do the therapy and rehab as well. So ask for the yellow auto accident book, schedule your consultation, workers' comp, same thing. Many people are hurt at work. They lift something up. They diagnose them with a sprain, strain. You're going to the workers' comp doctors. They're not really helping you. And you want something different, call us and schedule a consultation, especially if you're out of that 90-day period. The first 90 days, you have to go see the panel doctors. If we're not on your panel, then you can request a referral stating that they don't have the treatments that we have here. If not, if you can't get the referral, then you have to wait to the 90-day period. After the 90-day period, then you can go see any doctor you want. Many times they're trying to force you back to work as well. We can help you with that. We know the system. We work with it. We work with some great attorneys as well. We'll help protect you and get you the care you need. And again, we have the specialized treatments here that may help you. So call and get the Blue Workers' Comp booklet or the Yellow Auto Accident booklet. Again, great resources. Many attorneys tell me they're happy that their clients get these booklets before even having to call them. And hopefully you never have to call an attorney, but if you do, you're not making these common mistakes that people make that end up kicking themselves in the butt later on because they made their life when they had to go to court much more difficult now. All right, I'm going to give you a quick testimonial. This is from a Charlotte who's a retired nurse. She goes on to state, for 2 years I was in a lot of pain and discomfort. I was taking over-the-counter pain medication just to get throughout the day. The back pain and sciatica in both legs were so debilitating that I needed a wheelchair. Then I read an article on VaxD. I felt like I had nothing to lose and made an appointment to see if I was a candidate. It was like an answer to my prayer. By the third treatment, I was feeling relief. Once I completed my treatment plan, I was pain-free. I stopped using a wheelchair, and I don't have to take any payments. I do my chores, and I can do anything I want to do. I would never know today, by looking at me, I ever had a problem with my back. It's a miracle to me. This is from a Charlotte that received VaxD from a facility across the country. There's over 300 facilities that do VaxD across the country. And I'm going to give you another testimony. This is from a doctor who's on a state. This is a doctor who's a medical doctor who's an anesthesiologist. Goes on to state, when I first saw the vaccine system a few years ago, I had to find out if it worked because what the manufacturers were claiming was revolutionary and exciting. If the claims were legitimate, I could help my patients without injections or surgery. What a dream come true. I looked at the medical studies performed on VaxD as well as their patients. I spoke with physicians who use VaxD on their patients. I looked at the competition who claim they are better than and improved over VaxD, which cannot be since VaxD is patented. The others may look very impressive, even sci-fi. Unfortunately, they are missing the patented science that is behind VaxD. I became excited about VaxD as a result of my in-depth study of the product. However, nothing compared to discovering for myself through using VaxD in my practice that it works and can be a miracle cure that people are looking for. And that's a medical doctor who's an anesthesiologist that uses VaxD. He was somewhat skeptical, but then he looked at the research. He saw the differences between these so-called decompression devices and VaxD, put it in his office, and he was extremely impressed by the patented science that is behind VaxD and how it really does work. All right, we're going to look at a couple of things here. Some of the treatments that people pursue possibly before they pursue VaxD. And number one is physical therapy. And we do therapy here at our office. It's great. It works well for strengthening and supporting muscles and structures that help prevent problems. But in many cases, I mentioned, when you have a hot disc, patients come to us from therapy. And the therapy doesn't really do anything to the disc. It doesn't do anything to the compression, which is the cause of the problem, which I talk about each week on this show. And in many cases, it may actually aggravate the disc because the disc is not ready for that type of even the most conservative movement. And we see that very commonly with patients referred to us from, say, other chiropractic doctors or other therapists. And it just makes common sense. So this study goes on to report results of a study involving 323 patients who were assigned the care of a physiotherapist or a chiropractor. Those receiving chiropractic treatment received primary manipulation. Those in the physiotherapy group receive a variety of treatment modalities, which you typically see in a physical therapist's office. The mean number of chiropractic visits was 7. The mean number of PT visits was 8. The conclusion, no differences in outcomes for either primary treatment in effectively reducing the symptoms of a true disc problem. No differences in outcome, direct or indirect, between the two groups can be seen, nor in subdivisions or duration, history, or severity. So it's not saying, of course, that, chiropractic care does exceptionally well for treating disc problems, in some cases a herniated disc. But as the disc condition becomes more severe, more inflamed, more irritated, sometimes any even conservative motion to the spine, whether it's through manipulation or through therapy, could irritate, and that's where we come in many cases with the specialized treatment for called VAX-D, specifically opening up the disc space itself for allowing the flow of fluid and nutrients back in the disc by creating that negative pressure, unlike traction and such, and also allowing for the retraction of the disc material back into place. Then you go in there and adjust the spine without any irritation, correcting all those misalignment areas, and then doing the therapy to strengthen the supporting structures to help keep the adjustment in place, but as well as keeping the pressure off the disc by strengthening the supporting muscles. So in that aspect, of course, those things work exceptionally well, but it shows the difference there between VAX-D with a true disc problem, unresponsive to those treatments, and possibly even irritating. TENS units. Study of 324 patients found no differences in outcomes in those receiving 3 different types of TENS and those giving a sham TENS unit with indicator lights but no input. So no differences with TENS units. TENS units are great for helping people avoid pain medication, giving them some pain relief temporarily so they don't have to resort to a prescription pain pill, which long-term can damage the body. At least a TENS unit takes the edge off, can help you sleep, give you some pain relief, but no really long-term effects. Ultrasound treatment. 293 papers published in 1950 to assess the evidence of the effect of ultrasound for musculoskeletal disorders. Ultrasound works well. We use it in our office here for tendonitis, shoulder, knee, ankle issues, for helping it heal quicker. But in most cases, it's not going to do anything structurally to pull a disc back into place. When we talk about acupuncture, acupuncture has been utilized for mitigation of mild to moderate pain associated with back and neck problems. Acupuncture does not address the pathology, the true compression associated with low back pain related to disc problems, nor it will change the prognosis for the patient. This is based on research studies. Epidural injections, finally. Epidural corticoid injections have been used for years, and are widely used in everyday clinical practice. They may be helpful in reducing tissue inflammation, short-term pain relief, in a patient with acute radicular low back pain who was unable to participate in an active treatment program because of severe leg pain and or neuromotor deficit. In a randomized double-blind study, patients were giving up to 3 epidural injections of corticosteroids versus saline, a placebo. After 3 months, there was no significant differences between the placebo group and the people actually receiving the injections. The authors concluded that although epidural injections may afford short-term improvement in leg pain, this treatment offers no significant functional benefit, nor does it reduce the need for surgery. Many other studies actually showed that as well, confirming the fact that epidural injections should not be used for disc problems, especially long-term, because they can actually destroy the bone structure, as many steroids do, prednisone. Other steroids can weaken the bone structure and make you more susceptible to fractures. And finally, surgery. A large study reviewed the long-term results of patients who received surgery for lumbar disc herniations. Of the 575 patients, 90% still complained of back pain, 83% complained of constant heavy pain. So you can see the patients are still in pain. The authors stated that based on the criteria given by spine as related to justified or unjustified indication, there is no statistical difference in long-term results for surgery as compared to conservative care. The so-called justified indication for disc herniation surgery does not necessarily imply good long-term results. The overuse of surgery has been perhaps the single most damaging medical intervention for back pain sufferers, according to Bigos and Battle research paper. They go on to state, quote, surgery seems helpful for at most 2% of patients with back problems, and its inappropriate use can have a great impact on increasing the chance of chronic back pain disability. Dr. Waddell, Waddell, in an award-winning research paper, goes on to state dramatic surgical success unfortunately only applies to approximately 1% of patients with low back disorders. Our failure, he goes on to state, involves the remaining 99% for whom the problem has become progressively worse. In many cases, patients will see success for a week, a month, maybe a year with surgery, and they claim success. And you see their websites, laser spine surgery, claiming 96, 98% success rate. But are they truly successful if the patient's pain comes back in a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years? Whereas we see with VAX-D, 4-year-plus studies showing the patients are still pain-free, still doing well without any complications or any exacerbation of their problems. So again, the real question should be, why would you even think about surgery with all its complications and lack of success, not including the normal risks we see all the time with surgery, infection, bleeding, blood clots, and the simple lack of success that we're seeing with spinal surgery when VAX-D is an option. We talk about this every week. VAX-D is a non-invasive, safe treatment with a much, much higher success rate than surgery, pain injections, as well as physical therapy. Many patients go this route and eventually end up at our office wishing they would have come to us first. Remember, VAX-D addresses the structural cause, not just the symptoms. Truly, taking the compression off the spine, opening up that space, allowing fluid and nutrients to come back into that starved disc, that desiccated disc, pulling the disc material off the nerve, relieving your sciatic pain, your spinal stenosis, taking the compression off the spine of the disc, relieving your pain associated with disc problems, herniated, extruded, degenerated disc, sciatica, stenosis, numbness and tingling, weakness, foot drop, and even failed surgical cases. We've had great, great success with. All right, before we get into the nutrition fitness segment today, I want to highlight some products as I do each and every week. The L-arginine we've touched about on this show many, many times. Age-proofing your inner body with this L-arginine complete. I take it myself. Wonderful product. It's completely natural, no artificial colors or flavorings in it at all. May help with heart health, blood pressure, by increasing that nitric oxide production in the body as we all get older, readily. And that's a key substance in the body that helps with dilation of the blood vessels. So you get natural blood pressure reduction, may help with neuropathy, poor circulation, by dilating those blood vessels naturally. Poor sexual performance is definitely attributed to lack of circulation as we get older, lack of endurance, poor mental acuity, inflammation, and fatigue. Definitely is addressed with this product. In addition to the L-arginine, L-citrulline together in a natural form, there's also vitamin D and vitamin K in a therapeutic amount in the appropriate forms, D3, K2, and the MK7 form. We talked about how that has the lowest biological half-life, which stays in the body the longest. B6, folic acid, B12, your homocysteine vitamins in here as well. And a little bit of magnesium and chromium, all in this product, only sweetened with stevia, no artificial colors, natural flavors, nothing unnatural in this product. Wonderful, wonderful product, all in a powdered product that you take one scoop and you put it into a liquid, and it works exceptionally, exceptionally well. So, the Nobel Prize winner that contributed to the research going into this product and talking about nitric oxide goes on to state, I'm convinced that nitric oxide can age-proof your cardiovascular system, keeping it much fitter than your chronological age would indicate. Now we can reverse cardiovascular impairment naturally with the body's internally manufactured, quote, wonder drug, nitric oxide. So when you combine 5,000 milligrams of L-arginine with 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, it produces 20-plus hours of increased nitric oxide with every serving each and every day. Remember, you also get the products in here as well, the vitamin D, vitamin K, so you're saving money there. You don't have to take that separately. And your homocysteine vitamins, a little bit of magnesium and chromium, all in this one product as well. And wonderful, wonderful product that I take myself and I personally recommend. We also have the all-in-one liquid multivitamin, the L-arginine. I should say not the L-arginine, the Intramax and Intra-Kid for the kids. If you'd like to try a liquid multivitamin, peer-reviewed double-blind studies showing the effectiveness of this product. There's over 415 different ingredients in Intramax, Intra-Kid for the kids under the age of 18. Liquid, it's highly absorbed, so you're getting what you're paying for. There's also what they call intracell technology that maximizes detoxification in order to infuse these nutrients rapidly into each and every cell of your body. So it's a wonderful patented technology that Intercell has, and they have double-blind placebo studies showing that it works. So it's very easy. Just take an ounce a day. You can put it into a 1-ounce shot glass if you so choose, and take it once a day. Wonderful, wonderful product called Intramax or InterKid. We offer it right here. We offer free shipping for your first bottle or a $5 discount if you pick it up here at our office. Finally, we have the alternative to glucosamine, hyaluronic acid. We do have a nice product with all 5 of those, glucosamine, chondroitin, hyaluronic acid, collagen, and MSM, all in a liquid form. If you've tried those and it has not worked for you, there's some great research by this company called Hope Science with this product called esterified fatty acid complex, where people that have not done well, not everyone's going to do well with the glucosamines, the hyaluronic acids, for joint lubrication and joint restoration. Before your joint goes bone on bone, whether it's the hip or the knee, you want to try something. Exhaust all your conservative treatment options first. The esterified fatty acids are helping a lot of people that have not done well with your standard hyaluronic acid glucosamine products, and you can try it in the pill form, or there's a topical cream that you can try as well. Just call our office. We can send it to you, or you can pick it up here at the office and save the shipping fee. Also, I want to remind you, if you'd like to sign up for the Daily Health Update newsletter, visit our website, www.americanbackcenters.com, www.americanbackcenters.com, our website. You can sign up for the Daily Health Update newsletter. You automatically get signed up for the monthly In Good Hand newsletter as well. Free service of our office. So the first thing we're going to do is do a little tidbit from the monthly In Good Hands newsletter. So I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of that. So this is from a Dr. Mike Rosen, who is the Chief Medical Wellness Director of the Cleveland Clinic. I'm going to skip on down here. He's talking a little bit about his book, Age Proof, if you'd like to pick it up on Amazon, Living Longer Without Running Out of Money or Breaking a Hip. A very wonderful book that was just released in February of this past year, I should say of this year. And he's just talking about how allowing your body to be age-proof and living longer without spending tons of money and causing health problems. But he goes on to state, in 2013, New York banned trans fats in the restaurants. As the ban rolled out over a 3-year period, counties that went with the new rule right away experienced a 6.2% decrease in hospital admissions for myocardial infarction, heart attack, and stroke compared with counties that had not yet adopted this restriction of trans fats in restaurants. U.S.-wide ban on trans fats would save about $150 billion a year in just hospital costs, not to mention the productivity loss that would be averted by fewer people having cardiovascular events. The federal government itself would book over $60 billion in savings. Thanks to the FDA listings, trans fats are not generally regarded as safe, as well as docs and healthy eating advocates getting the word out that partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, that's what trans fats are unhealthy. Americans now consume 80% fewer trans fats than they did a decade ago. And in 2018, we're set for a nationwide ban. Hopefully that actually happens. Trans fats got into the food supply as a way to extend the shelf life of packaged edibles by infusing hydrogen into vegetable oils, transforming them into a more solid state and extending the shelf life of prepared foods and baked goods, and shortening yours, and maybe that's why they call it shortening. So get trans fats off your plate, he goes on to state. The question is how? Read the labels. Don't eat or buy foods with partially hydrogenated anything on the ingredients list. Understand that labeling law allows products to claim 0 grams of trans fats if they contain less than 0.5 grams of trans fat per serving. So they still may have trans fats, but they just have to have less than 0.5 grams per serving. Eating several portions of foods containing some trans fats can boost your total intake to a high enough level to affect your health. Your best bet, stay clear of prepared, packaged, baked goods and foods. You'll be living with more energy and a younger real age. And that's really what he's talking about in his book, The Age Proofing. your real age. Many people, you may be 60 years of age, but your real age may be less or more than that based on your internal health and what you've done to your body with lack of exercise or exercise, poor diet or good diet. That's what your real age is. So he talks about that in his book. If you'd like to get a copy of his book, again, Age Proof, Living Longer Without Running Out of Money or Breaking a Hip, you can check that out on Amazon or online. Brand new book he just put out in February of this year. All right, this article is from something we talked about a few years ago, How to Recognize Nutritional Deficiencies. This is from Mercola.com, MERCLLA.com. Dr. Mercola goes on to state, if you eat a balanced whole food diet, like the one described in his nutrient plan from his website, of course, visit his website for more info on that, you're probably getting your body more than adequate amounts of vitamins and minerals it needs to function. So again, we can't harp on this more. Get your nutrients from your diet first. Then come to us if you can't do that and get extra in supplement form if you need that. In some cases, it's hard to get the appropriate nutrients to affect your body in a positive way, so sometimes you do need to get extra, and that's where the supplements come in. If not, there's a good chance your body's lacking in important nutrients, he goes on to state. Even if you eat well, other factors such as your age and certain health conditions, digestive issues, and others can impact your body's ability to absorb nutrients. Especially as we age, we lack the enzymes to break down nutrients, amongst other issues that we've done to our body over the years that destroy enzymes, so you're not absorbing the nutrients as readily as you age. Meanwhile, soil quality, storage time, and processing can significantly influence the levels of certain nutrients in your food, such that even healthy produce may be not as nutrient-rich as you may think, or may be as years ago. Nutrient deficiencies can be sneaky, too. Unless you're seriously deficient for some time, you may not notice any symptoms at all, leading you to believe falsely that your body's getting all the nutrients you need. More often, however, such deficiencies can cause symptoms which can range from minor to severe. Unless you know what to do, however, you're likely to mistake the signs for something else. So 5 signs your body may be nutrient deficient. If you notice a mysterious health symptom, there's no apparent cause, it's worth considering whether a nutrient deficiency may be to blame. Dr. Susan Bloom, B-L-U-M, founder of the Bloom Center for Health, goes on to state, quote, you may not get a disease, but you may end up with impaired functioning, because vitamins are cofactors for all biochemical reactions in the body. We need them in order to function properly. Number one thing she says to look for is cracks at the corner of the mouth. This can be a sign of iron, zinc, or B vitamin deficiency, or that you're not getting enough protein. Good dietary sources of the nutrients include organic, free-range poultry, eggs, wild-caught salmon, oysters, and clams, Swiss chard, and tahini. Because iron absorption is enhanced by vitamin C, be sure your diet also includes plenty of vitamin C-rich veggies like broccoli, red bell peppers, kale, and cauliflower. Number 2, hair loss. A red, scaly rash, especially on your face. This can be a sign of biotin deficiency. Body needs biotin for metabolizing fats, carbohydrates, and amino acids. Also well known its role for strengthening the hair in males. Egg yolks from organic free-range eggs are one of the best sources of biotin. The best way to consume eggs, provided they come from a high-quality source, is not to cook them at all, but is to eating your eggs raw, according to Dr. McCullough. He talks about this in his advanced nutrition plan. However, beware of consuming raw egg whites without the yolks, as raw egg whites contain avidin, which can bind to biotin and potentially lead to deficiency. If you cook the egg white, the avidin is not an issue. Likewise, if you consume the whole raw egg, both the yolk and egg white, there is more than enough biotin in the yolk to compensate for the avidin binding. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon, avocados, mushrooms, cauliflower, nuts, raspberries, bananas also contain biotin. Number 3, red or white acne-like bumps on your cheeks, arms, thighs, or buttocks. This could be a sign of essential fatty acid like omega-3 deficiency. If you find vitamin A, you can also, it may be a deficiency in vitamin A or D as well. You can find vitamin A in green leafy vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, red bell peppers, while vitamin D is best obtained through safe sun exposure. Number 4, tingling, prickling, numbness in your hands or feet may, again, be a vitamin D deficiency. Symptoms related to this deficiency effect on the peripheral nerves may be combined with anxiety, depression, anemia, fatigue, and hormonal imbalances. Good sources of vitamin B include spinach, asparagus, beets, organic free-range eggs and poultry, and grass-fed beef. And finally, number 5, muscle cramps in your toes, calves, back of the legs, arches of feet. Muscle cramps may be a sign of deficiencies in magnesium, calcium, and potassium, especially if this happens frequently. Fix this by eating more almonds, hazelnuts, squash, dark leafy green vegetables, kale, spinach, dandelion, broccoli, and apples. Good sources of potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Next paragraph, 80% of Americans may be deficient in magnesium. We have a great product here called Calm, Natural Calm. It's 100% magnesium. It's in a powdered form, nothing unnatural. It's completely organic. We give it to patients, and they see great improvement in relaxation of the body as well as muscle spasm, cramping, increase in energy levels by activating the ADP cycle, helping digest proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, serving as building blocks for RNA, DNA synthesis, and acting as a precursor for neurotransmitters like serotonin. The Calm product also has a new product for sleep. It's called Calm with Sleep. So they also add melatonin, GABA, other sleep enhancers with the magnesium. So you can also try that as well. We have the Natural Calm, and we also have the Natural Calm Sleep that has those added bonuses in there as well, especially if you're having trouble sleeping. But magnesium naturally acts as a precursor for neurotransmitters such as serotonin, which we all know is important for sleep and relaxation. Meanwhile, calcium tends to be a problem when taking in high quantities and can cause more harm than good. It's very important to have a proper balance between calcium and magnesium, because too much calcium can actually inhibit magnesium. We also talk about the importance of vitamin K2, keeping the calcium from being deposited in the wrong areas, namely the arteries. We have a nice product here called Ultra K2D3 that helps with that. Also, that arginine product has that in there as well, the K2 with the D3, to keep everything in balance and where it needs to be. Excessive amounts of calcium without enough magnesium can lead to heart attacks and sudden death. Unfortunately, there's no easily accessible commercial lab that will give you a truly accurate reading of magnesium status in your tissues. Only 1% of magnesium in your body is distributed in your blood, making a simple sample of magnesium from a serum magnesium blood test highly inaccurate. Some labs do provide an RDC magnesium test, which is reasonably accurate. However, it's also important to be on lookout for signs and symptoms of magnesium deficiency, namely numbness and tingling, muscle cramps, contractions, seizures, coronary spasms, abnormal heart rhythms, and personality changes. Next paragraph. It may be difficult to get enough magnesium in food alone. Green leafy vegetables like spinach are great sources of magnesium. Pumpkin, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, avocados also contain magnesium. Juicing your vegetables is a great way of getting nutrients as well as magnesium in your body. Epsom salts baths and foot baths may help improve your magnesium status because that is what it is, magnesium, the Epsom salts. Magnesium glycerate is a good form that you can get as well. Magnesium oxide, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate, magnesium carbonate, magnesium citrate. It's one of the higher quality magnesium supplements. That's actually what the Natural Calm is. It has magnesium citrate. Next paragraph, omega-3, another common nutrition deficiency. Omega-3 deficiency is believed to be a significant underlying factor in 96,000 premature deaths, he goes on to state. This deficiency was revealed in the sixth biggest killer of Americans, with results showing that low concentrations of omega-3, EPA, DHA, were associated with increased risk of death from all causes and accelerated cognitive decline. Those suffering from depression may also have been found to have lower levels of omega-3 in their blood than non-depressed individuals. I always talk about this too. It's not about the amount of fish oil, it's the amount of EPA, DHA. The amount of omega-3 is actually in the product. So many people try to go out to, say, Costco or Giant Eagle and try to save money by buying these store-bought omega-3, or these fish oils, not knowing how to read the labels, and they see this 2,000 grams of fish oil, and they think, oh, it's got to have a lot of fish oil, but it's not concentrated. It has a very low level. I've seen it even at GNC, unfortunately, where they have a product where it's 2,000 grams of fish oil, but only 300 of that 2,000 is actually EPA DHA. So it's a poor quality, non-concentrated fish oil, and it's the EPA DHA that helps to decrease the problems with health. That's very, very important to know. All right, we're short on time, so we will finish this article next week. I'm going to try to pick out a fitness article to touch on and start next week as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. So as always, I'm going to leave you with some final closing thoughts. Always, remember, do your homework before pursuing any treatment option. Ask for the research. Go on the Internet. There's many scams out there. We talk about that, what we see with these so-called DIS treatments out there claiming to do the same thing as VaxD. VaxD has a proven track record, time-tested treatment used over 20 years now in this country as well as worldwide. Research treatment used worldwide, accepted by all fields of healthcare, medical doctors, orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, chiropractic physicians. And most importantly, it's something that actually works. With VaxD, the results speak for themselves. I want to thank everyone for listening today. We'll be on next Wednesday, and every Wednesday, with another episode of BackTalk. This is Dr. Peter Pedduzi. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to BackTalk with Dr. Peter Pedduzi, sponsored by American Back Center, 103 Bradford Road, Building 2, Suite 100 in Wexford. For more information or to contact Dr. Pedduzi for an appointment, call 724-935-3300 or toll free 888-222-8293. That's 888-222-8293. And join us again for BackTalk with Dr. Peter Pedduzi.
At American Back Centers, you've got nothing to lose but the pain.